Hello, it's me, Jack-a-Lopium. Welcome along. We are back playing some more Dwarf Fortress. There's been some good, there's been some bad. Yeah, you might be able to notice that there are skeletons everywhere. That means we've had a couple of invasions, man. See if we can see any evidence for that. Okay, more skeletons. Mostly it is people like elves. We had an elven invasion. I didn't realise, look at this. If you click on the world map screen, go into civilization, we're actually at war with the elves. I didn't even know. I figured it out, like, just before they invaded. I was looking around for something on the screen for some reason. I was like, what? What the smeeg? They limited our tree felling, as I've explained a couple of times. I didn't realise we'd actually gone over the number, the quotas. I didn't realise last year we were up to 25 out of 25. We're only up to 3 this year. I wouldn't mind making peace with them again, but you know, they invaded and they got their butts handed to them. Not all the way, because they actually, I think, killed one of my guys and I injured a couple of others, and of course I didn't have a hospital. At the time, I didn't really have any military either, so I was kind of like scrambling to get all of my guys on alert. And so I've kind of like set up a kind of, not really set up the military too well. I've kind of been experimenting. But yeah, hopefully we can work through that together. But yeah, this is the dormitory, the military dormitory for the people. I have set up a few squads. There's 3 squads in total. They're all kind of equipped the same sort of way. I'm trying to get through all of the making the steel armor, but I think if we get invaded again, we're still not going to have enough steel, because I ran out of flux stone, so I created all of this. Everywhere it's yellow is where your uniform is equipped. So they've got a shield, not all of them. They've got a shirt, they've got legs, like greaves, helmet, gloves, and boots, as well as like a backpack and a little pouch, like I guess for water and stuff. Anywhere where it's, I'm just going to put a pause in. Anywhere where it's not, where it's red is where they don't have equipment. So I am still working through the equipment. The reason why it's a little bit incomplete on the shirts factor is because I'm actually arming them with 3 shirts. I'm arming them with 2 male shirts and a breastplate. Oh my lord, why is he wearing a cherry wood breastplate? I'm hoping that... What? No. I guess partial matches is on. The uniform or on over clothing. I don't think I want that either. I think I'm to all wear like armor, although some of them are going to be walking around with their wangs out, so perhaps not. Okay, worn over clothing again and partial matches are okay, but I'll turn those off once we make some more armor. So yeah, working through that. I need to adjust the entrance ways, I think, because I don't think this gives us enough time to catch the criminals. If we just put like a single like drawbridge there and a drawbridge there, I could even like close this up. Although I kind of like it. It does mean that this is mostly clear for the caravan wagons to come and go there. So maybe I'll leave two. We also had a second invasion by a gigantic, I think it might be this guy, Eku. It is spattered with Eku, blah, blah, blah. Oh no, it's spattered with elves' blood, so no, I guess not. Yeah, this is a good one as well. We've had, again, I didn't film it, unfortunately, because like it was in between episodes. So the reason why she is dead, she's actually a human. She's a human thief. We've had a bunch of thefts of our artifacts, which is crazy. I have completely neglected to put in any kind of defense or security or anything like that. So, you know, that's what's going to happen if you leave your dwarf hold without defense. She actually thieved something. She stole it away. I believe that, again, going back into the world screen, going to missions. There is a mission to raid Spice Held. So all of these three are the same mission. They're just different commanders of different squads we can send on their way. And I believe that this Spice Hold mission is to go and get back our artifact. We've had a couple more thefts as well, including one very recently. And yeah, this one just kind of disappeared without trace. This is Ushtishrash. Yeah, that was an artifact that was worth, sit down before I say, it was worth 30,000 coins. 30,000, and it just upped and left and was stolen without trace because I've got no security. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it's gone. I don't think we're ever going to get it back. That's why a lot of my guys are kind of upset because we lost it. I've also moved the kind of trash and skeleton pile. It was down here, remember. I've moved it up here. And unfortunately, I've been, again, a bit stupid. I've had my dwarfs trudging backwards and forwards to build various items outside the dwarf hold, which I'll get to. So they've been seeing these bloody rotten skeletons all the sodding time, right? So they've been getting like really angry, really PO'd. I mean, it's not too bad. 3 super angry buggers, 7 angry buggers, 19 buggers, and then the rest of them. I mean, that number is good. The positives are good. The negatives, not so much. But that's because they keep trudging across like outside this kind of like final resting place of the elves. So I'm going to you know, construct like a wall and a blind around the graveyard so that the elves don't keep wandering through. I think maybe we should probably, yeah, I don't know. How do we, because I just thought, looking at it now, they'll probably walk through there, of course, because they're little buggers. What I've been constructing over here is not really as defense. It's actually, this wall isn't a defense, it's a walkway. Look, we've got holes in between just so that people can walk to and fro. What I did was, I'm cheating the system a little bit. I've actually put in a well. Obviously it's the middle of winter, so nobody's drawing any water from the well. But something I kind of like been putting off was the need for pure water. Because sick dwarves, or rather healthy dwarves, they just eat, or they just drink booze, right? If you're a healthy dwarf, you just drink booze all day, every day, drinking the beer, the wine, the whiskey. However, when your dudes get sick, that's when they need pure water. Thankfully, none of our guys have been getting sick. That is until we keep getting invaded and we keep like having like punch outs with these elves and or cyclops. That's what I got invaded by. I was looking to see if I could figure out which was his skeleton. I don't even remember what he was called. Stray Turkey, Nadela. But yeah, the going back to Mukka Lundaranum's mangled skeleton. She is the theft of not the 30k item, but one of the earlier items that cost like 3,000. But yeah, she walked off with that as a thief. And then for some reason, she came back, maybe to steal another artifact. And when she came back, I just murdered her. It was great. Everybody loves a bit of murder. But yeah, so one of the thieves was caught and murdered. I didn't get the item back though. Like I said, I think that mission is to go and get back the item. But again, it's not the 30k item. Not this item here. But yeah, we're not going to mention this ever again. Because that's just me being stupid, right? A snowstorm. Masterpiece cloaks. And a grate. I am going to expand out this pathway. Thing is, what I'm using just chert only. Thing is, we don't have much chert. What I mentioned before was I'd run out of Fluxstone. Fluxstone is dolomite. You need a ton of it. We might have a ton of it now, but I panicked and I had to look around the map to see if I could find any more. Let's see how much dolomite we've got. Dolomite. Okay, we've got 108. That is not too bad. I think I'd managed to get down to 10, but it sparked like a big kind of expansion. The thing is, a lot of the expansion is kind of like for stuff I don't really need. So I expanded this way. I expanded all the workshops in this direction. What else? I've been like doing expeditionary kind of drilling just to see if I can find what I want. Obviously, this is hematite ore, so this is your iron ore. We've got plenty of that. We just didn't have any fluxstone, so we could forge iron but not steel. You need flux to forge steel, and you need quite a lot of it. I think you need like 2 or 3 pieces of fluxstone per bar of steel ore. Because obviously you use the same ore to make iron and steel. Steel is just like a more expanded form of iron. It's just a refined version of iron, of course. So and there's the dolomite again. I've got plenty of this stuff, and this stuff is koalanite. And what I didn't realise at the time was, again, me being a bit slapdash and not detailed oriented, which you'll get to notice and understand the more you watch my videos. I'm a little bit painting with a larger brush kind of thing. I'd just hire experts to do the expert stuff. I'm a leader, I'm not an expert, so I don't need the details. So I expanded into a kind of full kind of flux quarry on this this floor here. All of this has turned out to be like mostly fluxstone, a bit of koalanite, and a bit of the iron ore. Now koalanite, after looking it up, I realised I didn't have to be collecting up clay. Clay is there supposedly in greater quantities than koalanite, but on this seed, koalanite is blooming everywhere. Look at it. I've got 4 massive storehouses here. I've got loads just sitting around. And then, where was the other one? Yeah. So obviously, more koalanite there. And koalanite acts as clay. It's not clay, but it acts like clay. And I didn't know that. And I'd just been like, oh, once I collect up a bunch of clay, then I'll do my clay business. Yeah, I didn't realise that all of this koalanite, which is blooming everywhere, is basically clay. It's like a kind of malleable stone which behaves like clay. So I have set up a couple of workshops over here. I've not turned them on just yet, but we'll do that. In fact, we could do that now. Basically, collect clay stone statue. What do we want to do? Make clay statue. Okay, so I guess first of all we make a clay statue. Let's try and do a bunch of them. Why not? We've got plenty of koalanite. So yeah, we'll make some more statues. But it's nice because we can use this clay to make pots, which is what we've been using to store our drinks in. Not at the moment because, you know, we've got all of these pots. And the funny problem is we sort of don't have any non-economic rocks either. We've got like no sodding like basic rocks. Like that was my rock storehouse. That was my rock storehouse. That was my rock storehouse. That was a rock store. That was a rock store. And then there's one on the upper floor as well. On the ground floor, I should say. So that's all the stone we had. Now we have no stone because I've not been using the clay. But now we are. So I don't think we're going to be doing anything like rock based for a while. So no more rock crafts. Hopefully we can switch from rock statues to the clay statues. I don't know what the value is on those either. We need more expensive stuff to put in our nobles room. So I need to collect up a bunch of either silver or gold or whatever. Gold would be cool. We do have some, where is it? Platinum nuggets, but not too many. Because that's everything I've like traded with the people. It doesn't really amount to a whole hill of beans. I'm working on making a bigger and better dining room as well. So this is the start of it. So let's put that on like that. So eventually we're going to move all of our kind of dining room shenanigans into this enormous room. Unfortunately, these are, you know, block pillars rather than walls. You want to try and leave a wall structure as well so that A, your large rooms don't collapse in on themselves. You've got a real chance with a room this big that it'll just collapse in on itself. There'll be a massive cave in and everyone will just get squished. But walls, they might sound like they would work okay, but you can't like smooth built walls and you can't engrave built walls. So having like pillars instead of kind of like natural walls will bring down the value, and you don't really want to bring down the value of your rooms at all. You want to push them up as much as possible. Of course, I'm not bothering with the kind of workshop rooms. I'll smooth all of this out like this entranceway eventually, although this isn't a great entranceway either, but that's that. We could make it so that this is smooth actually, so that whenever we go to trade, we get a little bit happier. That's why I've put like statues walking to the trade depot or not. But yeah, that's gonna be my military zone, including like a hospital. So this is the start of my hospital. I am starting to get a bunch of stuff together for the hospital. So that's the storeroom for the hospital. Ward 1 and then eventually Ward 2. But we don't have that many guys. These are clothes left over by the guys that died. Hospital, you need so much stuff. You also need your source of clean water, because sick dwarves, they don't drink the booze. Only if your dwarf is healthy you drink the booze. But that's why you need a well. And so I've only just got this wired up. If anyone went into hospital now while this pond is frozen, you wouldn't be able to draw any wood down, so they'd just die of dehydration. So I'm just going to cover that over, try and like heat it up a little bit. I don't know exactly how, but maybe it's possible. I don't know. But yeah, there is a bunch of stuff, and there is my storehouse for the building material. And look, there's some more koala night. Great, it's everywhere. It's blooming everywhere. Is there anything else I've done? I have wired up the river. Did that? Yeah, it did. So yeah, I did a shale floodgate. I thought you could raise it. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, this is why I've been avoiding it, because this is where you get into the kind of complexities of Dwarf Fortress, is making your fortresses mechanized. But yeah, I've not been very good with mechanization in the past. I did understand it though, but of course now on the free version, the kind of mechanization is all changed as well. So you have to relearn it. And again, I'm kind of relearning everything. It's been years since I've played Dwarf Fortress, and obviously this is the first time I've played the commercial version where things have changed quite a bit. We could do with some more drinks, but that's a good amount though. We've got plenty of seeds. Meat, yeah, that's another thing. Realised you can't actually buy bones from the trader. Pretty sure you used to be able to, but not now. So yeah, I've been saving up a bunch of bones. And where did we get the bones from? Stray dogs. Stray dogs. Stray cat. So yeah, I culled some of the cat explosion and dog explosion by just slaughtering them. So there's a lot of dog meat about. Bit of a Fallout reference. I'm going to do... Oh, yeah, look at this. We've got so many bloody things hanging around. I estimate that we've probably got about 2 years worth of jobs, of tasks lined up. Like, massive amount of smoothing, which is obviously going to then need engraving. All of this stuff. Bunch of statues need building. Still obviously crafting armor like we saw. There is some gems that need to be created. Look at all of these guys. Look at their great little robes. That's so cool. Doran Living Cudgel. Yeah. Let's see what he's equipped with. Yeah, he's got a hood, a cloak, and then like a skirt, a robe, shirts, gloves, socks, shoes, etc. Because obviously it's the middle of winter, so it's at the coldest part of the season. So there's that. And then what I also want to do is set up an animal training area. They'll be, again, used for security reasons. But we do have a bunch of animal trainers. They're mostly the angry guys because we don't have any animal trainer facilities. So I'm going to set that up off camera, and that's going to do it for the episode. And that's going to do it for the week. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more Dwarf Fortress. And have yourselves a great weekend. And then hopefully we can come back and do something cool. All right, thanks. Bye for now.
Don't wait for a failed bureaucratic system to help you.